I needed a tree taken down that had died in my backyard. I got a call from my wife that he had been over there and had cut a tree down. But you see, he cut the wrong tree.
And I'm looking at this tree, and it happened to have fallen through the house.
It might have been his drinking is what I think.
So he says you were drinking.
Yeah,
Okay.
he don't remember because he drove his granddaughter's cart into the swimming pool and I had to pull him out. That's why he don't remember.
I thought you did that.
You talking about BS, you going to hell. Straight, you're gonna burn up in hell. You're a two-faced liar. And you will be casting this judgment for the people, by the people, by judgment.
Well, ho, ho, ho.
Excuse me, sir.
What
Stop
you got
holding,
down
please.
there?
This is not a ho-ho situation.
What you got down there? You've been shaking all night long.
The plaintiff is suing his brother-in-law for cutting down the wrong tree at his house.
A tree fell on my house. My brother-in-law cut the wrong tree.
He's suing for $10,000 for the deductible on his insurance.
And there was a lot of eating and a lot of fun, and there was some drinking going on.
The defendant claims that he cut down the right tree that his brother-in-law told him. He says the plaintiff forgot about their conversation because he was drunk.
Cajun Court is now in session. There'll be no chewing, no talking, no cell phones. The Honorable Justice Jackie is presiding. All the litigants have been sworn in. This is case 411, Brothers-in-Laws.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen.
Good morning.
Plaintiff, I'll start with you. You have about 60 seconds to tell me what's going on.
Your Honor, in March of this year, we were having a family gathering for the birthday of my granddaughter. Everything went just fine. My brother-in-law and sister were there as the other family. Everything went well. We had plenty of food and some alcohol, I might say. But
Alcohol.
I pointed out that I needed a tree taken down that had died in my backyard. And my brother-in-law said that he could do it and save me some money. But that's about as far as it went, as far as I recall. And I do not recall signing anything or it going any further. Well, a week later, I was at the country club on the golf course. And I got a call from my wife that he had been over there and had cut a tree down. But you see, he cut the wrong tree.
Well, no, that's a tree he told me to cut.
He cut the wrong tree that I told him, Your
You
Honor.
cut the wrong tree.
And,
okay, your 60 seconds is up. Finna, tell me what you have to say about this. I understand in reading the complaint you want $5,000 from the plaintiff here.
Well, actually, he told the truth about we had a party and actually there was drinking going on. That time he asked me, since I was in the landscaping business, if I can save him some money to cut down the tree.
Okay,
He
you're in the
pointed-
landscaping business?
Yes.
Okay, tell me about this landscaping business.
Well, yeah, I've been in there.
How you get to cut a tree in landscaping? I
Well,
thought there was a shrubbery and
I've cut a few trees down in my landscaping
so
business.
he knows that.
Oh, yeah, he knows. That's why he was asking me. So, nevertheless, he pointed the tree out where he wanted cut. In fact, we did more than point out the tree. We walked to the tree. All right, so he told me he wanted this thing cut
And
down.
I'm
told him
keeping in mind you all were drinking. This is a family
well,
reunion.
yeah, he was drinking a lot.
I don't remember all that.
Yeah,
Okay.
he don't remember because he drove his granddaughter's cart into the swimming pool and I had to pull him out. That's why he don't remember.
I thought you did that.
No, it was you.
I tell you, let's stay on the subject matter here. Okay. Now, sir, and I'm looking at the tree, and it fell on your house, and this looks like the back of the house.
Yes.
Okay.
Took the bar out and everything.
Okay.
Oh, that's good. It took the bar out.
Yeah, you came over enough to get it all.
Yeah, sure.
These brothers-in-laws are in the heat of the moment. Will Justice Jackie be able to contain them? Stay tuned. We're back with these feuding in-laws.
My insurance is an umbrella policy with a $10,000 deductible. The damages, which I have an estimate and pictures of the
Let me
damage.
see evidence. Bailiff, let me see what
in
he's
the
got here.
insurance policy. And this is the cost of repairs, $12,500.
Wow.
And I'm only seeking the deductible. And Your Honor, I had to go back and cut the tree that was supposed to be cut down and pay for all that too.
Okay. And it costs about, is that it for this?
$12,500.
$12,500. So who paid for this? The insurance paid for it, and you just want
I
the deductible?
paid for the deductible.
Sir, tell me about your landscaping. You work for a landscaping company, right?
Yeah, I worked for a landscaping company for about 15 years. In fact, we do his landscaping for him.
Okay. So I assume that with the landscaping business, the equipment is different from that cutting a huge tree. And I'm looking at this tree, and it happened to have fallen through the house. So where did you get the equipment from?
Well, no, I rented the equipment
Okay,
for
you rented.
for his tree specifically. Hired a couple of guys to help, and brother-in-law was supposed to be there with me instead of on the golf course getting drunk.
Okay.
So he should have been here and with me helping that tree.
Now,
I
sir,
don't
and
cut
I'm
down
looking
trees.
at the tree, and it fell on your house, and this looks like the back of the house.
Yes.
Okay.
Took the bar out and everything.
Okay.
Oh, that's good. It took the bar out.
Yeah, you came over enough to do it all.
Yeah, sure.
So, and what other parts I'm looking at? I'm trying to identify. Mr. Bailey, give this picture to him and let him identify the parts of the house, please. Yes.
Yeah, that's the tree that was cut by mistake that fell on my house.
Okay,
$12,500 damage. The family room is right there, and that's where my bar is that he drinks out of all the time.
Really?
What are you wanting me to do?
I would like to be awarded the deductible only because I'm out way more than that $10,000. But I would be satisfied if I received the deductible
No
that I
way.
was
And let me
out.
ask you something. Who lives in this house?
My wife and we have a dog named Bowser.
Boozer, you mean?
Sir,
No.
you saved $1,500 by using your brother-in-law here.
I thought I would.
Sometimes you get what you pay for, right?
The plaintiff thought he could save money, but now he's in more debt. Don't go away. We'll be right back. We're back in this case of he said, he said.
Now, was your wife aware that her brother was going to cut this tree?
No.
Sir, is that true? Was she aware?
Absolutely. We shook hands on it. Took me to the tree
Yeah.
and told me which one he wanted to cut down so he can save some money. Mr. Cheapo.
Speaking of which, now, why would you use your brother-in-law? And he works for, to cut the tree down, he works for a landscaping company.
Number one, he said he could save me money, but he had done some landscaping, and what he really does is just cut
Well,
grass.
what's the cost of cutting a tree like that down? Have you investigated to see how much it would cost to cut such a tree?
It's going
It's a
to
huge
cost
tree.
about $6,500.
You saved $1,500 by using your brother-in-law here.
I thought I would.
Sometimes you get what you pay for, right?
Just-
So you want $10,000. Now, you had, you in your complaint, you mentioned costs. You want expenses of $5,000. Tell me why.
Well, because I had to rent the equipment and I had to hire 3 guys as labor for that 10 hours we were out there.
Well,
And I had to pay that. I paid him out of my pocket already.
Well, if you
And he ain't gave me nothing.
evidently you all in your complaint, sir, you wanted you had this particular tree was covering your magnolia, and so you wanted the tree. How did he get confused about which tree to cut?
Well, it
No, I wasn't
might have been his
confused.
drinking, is what I think.
Oh, so
No,
he said you were
no.
drinking.
I might
So-
have been.
Even though you were drinking, I mean, did you give him any details that you have in the contract? I know it's your brother-in-law.
There
but
was no
sometimes you have to do
contract, and I
business
don't
with
We shook
remember that
hands.
part.
We shook hands.
and that's it.
Yeah, he's
And
my brother-in-law.
No ribbon around the tree, so you cut the particular tree that
I cut the tree he told me to cut. And that's what I did. He was supposed to be there to help me. Instead, he was on the golf course drinking. Should have been helping me.
I was
It's all
probably
his
helping
fault
Do
the
you
you
have
tree
any
more.
fell down.
insurance? Do you have any insurance?
Well, No, I don't have.
Yes or no?
Not for his house. I don't. It was a favor. I wasn't really
No
going to charge him
insurance?
much of anything. I was just going to do it as a favor. Brother-in-law, known him for 20 years. Just a favor.
Okay. I tell you what,
But I incurred all these expenses.
let me see your expenses. I see you have, how much are your expenses?
$5,000.
I was thinking you had additional expenses. So how much did you
like
pay those
alcohol,
guys?
Oh shoot! I paid him $1,000 a piece. You had to clean up.
Well, I'm looking at this, who cleaned up the tree? Because it looks pretty messy now. Mr. Bailey, pass this. Okay. Is that before or after the cleanup?
Well, it looks to me it's before cleanup. Yeah, after
Who hauled
the
the-
tree
who hauled
fell
the
on
tree
the
away?
house. Then we had to cut all the trees and clean up everything. And even some of that damage we cleaned up and so forth for him, and didn't even charge him for that.
Well, was the wife doing all this cleanup and cutting up the tree?
She was watching us.
So she knew you were cutting the tree?
Oh, absolutely.
And she knew you were cutting that particular tree?
Yes, he sure did. Didn't say anything until the tree fell on the house. Then she called Mr. Drinko here.
So on that particular night, what did you have to drink that night, that day of the grill?
Jack Daniels.
Yeah.
How many?
Well, we killed about a bottle and a half.
Ain't
We?
no we here. It's he killed a bottle and a half.
Will these men-laws mend their relationship? Keep watching. More to come. Justice Jackie provides wisdom to mediate this case.
Plaintiff, do you have anything else you want to add?
Well, I don't remember everything that happened prior to that.
You don't remember?
You
Do you
don't
have a
I
remember?
mean, I
Nothing.
take his hand every time he comes over,
Okay,
but I don't remember shaking his hand to cut the tree down.
okay. So on that particular night, what did you have to drink that night, that day of the grill?
Jack Daniels.
Yeah.
How many?
Well, we killed about a bottle and a half.
Ain't
We?
no we here. It's he killed a bottle and a half. I hardly drink. I got diabetes. I sure
Wow,
do.
you shouldn't drink if you got
That's
diabetes.
why I
It's not
don't
a good
drink.
combination.
He ate plenty of birthday cake for a diabetic, I'll tell you that.
Whatever.
So you were really trying to save a little cost, but it would have been better had you just paid the extra $1,500.
You're correct, Your Honor.
If you had insurance, that's a little security. You wouldn't have to worry about
Absolutely.
having to come out of your pocket with the expenses. And now you're in a position you have to prove your case. And the question, I'm trying to determine whether or not you told him in the midst of your drinking to cut that particular tree. And the question is whether or not he should have known that that wasn't the tree to cut. But it seems like to me, I don't have any proof that the tree that was cut wasn't supposed to be the tree. How long you been cutting trees? Tell me something about your experience cutting trees.
Well, been in the landscaping business 20 years. I've cut a tree a few here and there in my 20 years, maybe 2.
2 in 20 years?
Yeah.
Did you know that, sir? Did you know he'd only cut about...
All I know is he cuts my yard.
Okay, how long you been married to his sister?
About 20 years.
No. And so I'm sure, what kind of relationship do you all have? I know you should know.
Well,
cut-
we get along pretty good during the holidays.
Yeah,
He
we
just
do.
cut the wrong tree.
Yeah, the tree that I wanted cut wasn't even near the house.
So do you remember, you acknowledge that you were drinking. Do you remember what tree you told him to cut?
Well, it wasn't that one. It was
How
out
do you
further
know-
out in the yard.
Okay.
It was a pine tree.
But sir, have you had anything to drink today?
Not that I know of.
Okay.
Look, check his pocket.
Okay. You signed arbitration, so I can call her and just see what she had to say about all this and which tree.
She'll tell you the truth.
What did she think about you suing her brother?
She doesn't like it too much, but she says if we get the money, we're going to go to Europe. But
You didn't even need to replace that.
We
I
need the
tell you what,
bedroom.
just a minute, sir. I want you to be quiet. And I tell you what, take that hat off in here. I don't know where you thought you were going.
Oh, can I ask? Whoa, 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 whoa.
You can't
Can I
ask
can I have
anything.
one
Take
question?
that hat
Just
off
one
now.
question. Judge, please, just one question.
No, you cannot take that. Take care of him. Take care of him.
But can I just?
Take-
But can I ask a
I
question?
tell you what, you need to take him in the back room. Do you need to take him in the back?
I can't ask one question.
No, you cannot. It's not your
But
time
that's
to
my
speak.
good luck
It's
hat.
not your time.
That's my good luck hat.
Well, right, you about to have some bad luck right now.
Actually,
I
being
shouldn't even be in
treated.
here, Judge. I'm losing money. I
But
should
you
be out
signed up for
cutting
the
trees.
arbitration. You're here. First of all, you come in here with your hat on, with some eyeglasses.
Good luck hat, man.
Well,
Remind
you
you,
know
Judge.
what? When you go before a judge or a tribunal, you don't wear a hat. First of all, and so that's very disrespectful. Now, and
Well, I apologize.
yeah. I want you to have your wife call me so I can determine. Sounds like both of you all were drinking. You had a grilling and drinking. I bet she's sober enough to tell me what happened that particular day.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And so you say that it affected your relationship. So did that put you in the doghouse?
It put me under the doghouse.
But I do see you have other rooms in the house, so maybe that wasn't a problem. What did your sister think about all of this?
Oh, she thinks that he's wrong. I shouldn't even be in this courtroom at all
Well,
because
I'm definitely
he should
going
have
to
been
call
there,
her.
and he's the one that orchestrated the whole deal. I was just doing him a favor, saving a little bit of money.
Well, during the recess, I am going to have her call me so that I can try to determine
Oh, yeah,
what
she'll
happened.
tell you the truth. She will tell you the exact truth. He ain't nothing but a drunk.
Okay. I've had enough of this. Let me get wife on the phone, and I'll make my decision.
Can I talk to her too?
You need to talk to the hand right now because you're not doing well at all.
Sorry.
And it seems like that alcohol got the best of you. Do you have an alcohol problem? Do you have a drinking problem?
Not that I know of.
Okay. Wow.
He does have a drinking problem, Judge.
I don't need you to say anything else.
This case is winding down. The decision after the break. We're back as Justice Jackie prepares to rule on this case.
We're back in session. I've had the opportunity to speak with the wife. She tells me a different story. Now, she says you both were drinking and that you may have had a little bit more than her brother, but she may be biased. That is her brother. And as it relates to the house, she said she told you not to get her brother. Say he wasn't nothing but a mess. That's at least she said. You knew that he's somewhat of a shyster. $5,000 wasn't what he didn't know what he was doing. $5,000. He was just going to take your money and run. But you were drinking. And sometimes you have to take care of your own business.
Sure
Now,
do.
sometimes, you know, what they always say, you get what you pay for. Now, you've been with him, you say 20 years, and he says he's only, I'm sure it seems like y'all, you said y'all had a pretty good relationship. So he's cut 2 trees in 20 years. And seems like that alcohol got the best of you. Do you have an alcohol problem? Do you have a drinking problem?
Not that I know of.
Okay. Wow.
He does have a drinking problem, Judge.
I don't need you to say anything else. I've been listening to you. You wanted $5,000.
Yeah.
Did he take that tree, haul that tree away?
Yes.
He did haul the tree away.
Yeah, but
It was just the wrong tree.
he
I
cut
tell
the
you
wrong
what,
tree.
Let me talk to you all about relationship
No, it
and
was the
family
right
matters. You know, your family, and you all here fussing over a tree, a doggone tree. The tree is gone, but your relationship will last for a while. You're still married to his sister, right?
Right now I am.
I think sometimes we have to take responsibility for our action, and sometimes we have to take care of our own business. And if you're on a golf course, or that's what you all said, you know, you were out and you were going to get home. Well, if he said he was cutting a tree, you should have left the golf course and went to take care of your own business. And that way you would be able to determine. You should say, hey, hold up, brother-in-law. I'm not sure you even remember what tree you told him to cut down. If you had gotten a reputable company, then you probably would have had some insurance. So that way you wouldn't have to worry about any of this. You wouldn't even be here at Cajun Court. So what you have to do is realize you don't want to waste time and money on somebody like this who
Whoa,
don't know what he's
whoa,
doing.
whoa, whoa.
Yeah, that's right. I
Somebody's
can
like,
tell. You
"Me?
said 2 trees
He's the
in
drunk.
20 years. You work for a landscaping company, and you shouldn't have even taken his money.
I
Or you
should-
could try. You just,
I
well,
wasn't even taking it. I'm doing it for free. It's a favor.
Yeah, well, no,
Well,
you
now
charged him
it costs me money.
$5,000. $5,000. And speaking with your wife, she says you both were drinking. You didn't. She believes you really didn't know what you were doing in reference to that tree, but she went along with it. She was there. She's aware that the brother was cutting the tree. And I tell you what, based on what you presented to me, I am going to deny your claim of $10,000. However,
Yes, sir.
$2,000 in mental anguish to the plaintiff. You do not
He
get
don't- he
anything for
don't
that
feel
equipment,
nothing.
nor do you get that $5,000. Let's close this case. Next case, please.